I spent my entire childhood and teenage years as an introvert. I had no friends. I couldn't form real-life connections, no friendships, no acquaintances. That was just my reality. Then one day, I got curious about something that changed everything: social skills. I started reading books like How to Win Friends and Influence People and How to Talk to Anyone. I binge-watched videos on communication and charisma. But you know what happened? Nothing. None of it helped. Not a single thing clicked. And I didn't understand why, until the day I started studying psychology and specializing in human behavior. That's when I realized everything society tells us about social skills, all the generic tips and overused advice, most of it is nonsense. It doesn't help. It barely scratches the surface. I discovered that the problem wasn't about eye contact. It wasn't about repeating someone's name or mirroring their movements. All of that? Superficial. The real issue was in my personality, in how I behaved, how I felt, and how I carried myself. And here's what shocked me the most. Being charismatic, being genuinely liked by people is actually easy, once you understand what really matters. So I promise you, if you stick with this video until the end and apply what I'm about to share, people won't just like you. They'll feel drawn to you. They'll want to be around you. Welcome to episode 2 of the Social Skills series. Today, let's talk about charisma. Charisma has 3 powerful elements: presence, warmth, and power. To be truly charismatic, you need all 3 together. Miss the balance and things can go wrong. Let's start with the first one: presence. In 1886 in the UK, 2 politicians ran against each other in an election. Toward the end of the campaign, a journalist was asked which candidate impressed her the most. She said, "When I talk to the first one, I feel he is the strongest man in the UK. But when I talk to the second, I feel I am the strongest person in the UK." Guess who won? The second one. That right there is lesson number 1. You don't need to show how strong you are to be charismatic. You need to make the other person feel strong. And how do you do that? Through presence. That means when someone is talking to you, give them your full attention. Not fake attention. Not nodding, smiling, and pretending to listen while thinking about what you'll say next. No, genuinely listen. This is the part everyone gets wrong. They hear advice like, maintain eye contact, nod your head, smile, ask questions. Sure, those are fine, but here's the real truth. When someone is speaking, don't plan your response. Just listen. Don't worry about what you'll say afterward. Just care about what they're saying, that's it. Now you might wonder, but how will they know I'm really listening? They'll feel it, and how they feel is what truly matters. We'll talk more about that in the warmth section. But remember, if you're sitting in a group and someone is speaking, odds are nobody is really listening. If you are the one who truly listens, that person will naturally be drawn to you. Without even realizing it, people will want to talk to you. Because when you listen, you give them value. And value is what everyone craves. The second part of presence is just as important: being comfortable. No matter where you are, at a cafe, among friends, or talking one-on-one, you need to feel at ease. Because if you're not comfortable, people will sense it. And it sends the message that you don't want to be there. So how do you become comfortable? It starts from within. Be spontaneous. Don't try to force body language like, sit upright, spread your legs, open your arms. Forget that. If you feel a sneeze coming, just sneeze. It doesn't matter who's around. Be real. Be yourself. Comfort comes from believing that you have the right to exist as you are, as long as you're not hurting anyone. When you're truly relaxed, people around you relax too. That's presence. Be comfortable, and people will feel more comfortable around you. Now let's move to warmth. Kindness, gentleness, genuine interest. But listen carefully. Being nice doesn't mean being fake. Praising others just to be liked? Doing everything they say? That's not warmth, it's hypocrisy, and people can sense it. Here's how to apply true warmth. First, understand this. Only 7% of communication comes from words. The other 93%? It's body language, energy, and emotion. That's why someone can be speaking normally but still feel off. Why? Because their feelings aren't connecting. That energy reaches the other person, and it either builds or blocks a connection. So when you're talking to someone, assume the best in them. Unless you already know they're a bad person, choose to believe they're good. Admire them a little. Be genuinely happy to talk with them. That feeling will come through, even if you don't say it out loud. And it will reach their heart. Emotions are contagious. If you're calm, they'll feel calm. If you're excited, they'll feel engaged. If you truly want to be with them, they'll want to be with you. The second point of warmth is giving. Add value to people's lives, but don't force it. Let's say someone says, "I want to rent a house," and you know a good website. Don't stay quiet, share it, help them, maybe even send them the link. But after that, don't follow up. Don't ask, "Did you use that site?" Give, but don't pressure. That's powerful. It's giving with no expectation, and people love it. Third point, acceptance, understanding, and honesty. Let's say someone asks, "Do you like football?" You don't? Then say so. Don't lie and say, "Yeah, I love it," just to fit in. Because one day, they'll find out, and you'll lose credibility. Instead, be honest. Say, "No, I'm not into football, but I get why people love it." You don't have to agree to accept. Be real, praise sincerely. Don't say, "You look amazing," if you don't mean it. If you do like their hat, say it. And if you don't like a shirt they wore and you're close enough to be honest, say it. Kindly. That shirt wasn't really your style. Real warmth is a mix of honesty, respect, compassion, and understanding. It's accepting others as they are while staying true to yourself. Now, the final piece of charisma: power. To project power, you need self-confidence, a grounded sense of who you are. And this deserves a full video on its own, but let me give you some key insights. First, stop talking about yourself all the time and stop seeking approval. I explained this in episode 1. Make sure to check that out after this. Second, don't fear confrontation. If you have a principle, like not drinking alcohol, don't compromise. If friends offer you a drink, you can simply say, "No, thanks." Even if there's no logical reason, stand by your values. Same goes for anything that crosses your boundaries. And if someone crosses a line, call it out, respectfully, but firmly. Power also comes through body language. Here's the thing. Strong body language starts from a strong mind. If you feel confident, your body shows it. And if you don't feel strong, you can start by acting strong, and your mind will follow. Again, don't force it. Don't memorize poses. Just be comfortable. Let your hands move freely. Sit like you belong. Own your space. Visualize yourself as the strongest person in the room, and watch how your body follows. Charisma isn't just about being liked. It's about building real connections, earning trust, and opening doors in every area of life: career, relationships, success. Remember, presence makes people feel seen. Warmth makes them feel loved. Power makes them respect you. Together, these make you magnetic. This is the Dark Needle. And this was episode 2 of the Social Skills series. Take care of yourselves. And remember, charisma is built, not born. You've got this.